Hello everyone, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 188 today. Only 12 episodes to go to 200, and I literally haven't even started editing together the highlights video. Oh dear, I need to get on with that this week. It's going to be a busy week, I think. But yeah, guys, do me a huge favor at the very start of the episode. Smash the thumbs up button. As we approach a couple of hundred episodes, it'd be amazing if you could still show the support. 5,000 likes is your target. Thanks for that. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. So the team isn't going to have to change or anything. You know, we're sticking with this team for the rest of this weekend league. And we will push towards Gold 3 in today's episode. I think we're currently at like 8 wins. 8 and 4, I believe, is our record. And what we did in yesterday's video was the party bag, obviously, at the end of some gameplay. So check it out in the top corner if you have missed it. Let's get stuck in, shall we? So oddly enough, this is a squad that I come up against when I'm 8 and 4 on next gen. And that seems weird to me because all the squads are typically like crazy OP. So I was fairly happy with that. I thought maybe this will be a good start to my session. First game of the day. Feeling not particularly warmed up, but if we can get an easy win, I'll take it. And we score early with Ronaldo, and we score again with Rudy. I just take a pot shot there from the edge of the box. And a 5-minute, 56-second rage quit. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that, Ryan Bano. Maybe he's just started a new account or something, I don't know. But that was not what I would expect to come up against in the weekend league. And nor is this. Like, how am I getting these teams? I feel like I can't complain. This weekend has either been teams like this, or it's been like crazy teams with awesome icons and stuff. So I don't know how and why that's happening. I feel like maybe the sweats, like me, everyone that has got their crazy teams by now, they're the ones that have been sweating it out all year. And then there's a lot of other people that are maybe just like starting new Road to Glories or new accounts and stuff. And if that's the case, that might be why they're in here. You know, so they're probably better FIFA players than their team looks, but still, team advantage is not always, it doesn't mean everything, but I think it means quite a lot if you're on the same level as a player. I think most of the time having team advantage is going to really help you. But then we go into the next game. We come up against Team of the Year Mbappe, Rooney, Neymar, Moments, Nedved. So it wasn't going to be an easy game, I don't think, at least. So we end up heel clicking with Dybala and scoring a beautiful goal. He's got a lovely left peg, hasn't he? He really has got a wand of a left foot. And then Dybala knocks it through to Ronaldo. Managed to just get that step away from the defender. And we whip it over for closer to hit a little volley. I thought for a minute he was going to go for a scorpion kick, which would have absolutely made my weekend. Would have made my year, I think. But yeah, he's not hit a scorpion in the end. He just volleyed it home very clinically. So yeah, nice one. And then I think we end up going 3-0 up with Ronaldo against this team, which I thought was going to be more difficult than the last two. Turns out it wasn't really much more difficult, and I'd found myself with 3 rage quits in the first half of the last 3 games that I've played. So I hadn't played much FIFA. I reckon I'd played about 50 in-game minutes or something in the first 3 games of my day, and I'd gone from 8 wins to 11. And that was like 10 minutes of real time. So I was kind of happy. I'd even forgotten about the player pick. And as you can pretty much tell by the title and the thumbnail, Wamannn joins the club. We get Wamangituka, 82 rated red pick. Danny Aarons would be proud. So, of course, I pick him even as the lowest rated red pick. He's definitely coming into my team. Maybe the super sub of dreams. Who knows? But everyone seems to be hyping this guy up. And it was him and Kevin De Bruyne that I wanted from my red picks this week. So I was super happy to see him popping up. And we're obviously going to be taking him for the club. Going to put a finisher on him, I think. Just get the dribbling and passing up to astronomical levels. I know he'll only come on as a 5-chem sub. But if you remember what we were talking about in yesterday's episode, where we were saying about like Lars Bender and the fact that we've got Mbabu, if we were to get them in, that's like right-hand side Bundesliga, right mid from the Bundesliga, Wamannn, maybe he can come into the starting 11. I feel like that is potentially where the squad is going for next week anyway. So it was time to go into yet more games of the weekend league, and this was an opponent which I just knew was going to slap me. I saw his team. He, for the first few minutes, just skilled around me, couldn't get absolutely anywhere near him, and I don't know, I knew this one was going to be bad. But I was kind of expecting it. We'd had 3 easy games in a row, and now we're 11-4, which to me is where I start to struggle, obviously. And this Odegaard is someone I would love to try and use. He's obviously got a crazy 90 rated card at this point in the game. And yeah, I was 2-0 down at halftime, absolutely getting battered. Possession-wise, shots-wise, it just was not my game. And I think I ended up just like pausing and quitting here. Is that when I do it? Yeah, it must be, right? 3-0 down, 47 minutes. I paused it probably to make a sub or to go like ultra attacking, but then I thought, you know what, screw this, just get out of here. I was in a good mood after winning 3 games in a row, so let's not get stressed out at losing like 6-0. Just move on to the next one and we'll be all good. And we end up coming against loads and loads of icons, including some pretty nice ones as well. There's like Puskas, some prime moments, all sorts there. And it took me forever to get past this Peter Schmeichel, who turns out I think might be one of the best goalies on the game because, yeah, he was saving absolutely everything. And what I didn't expect was this. He paused and quit after... He was a 5 at the back. He was like sweating 5 at the back with a crazy team and quit at 1-0 after 33 minutes after he just went offside. But when you look at the stats there, I kind of was dominating. So, yeah, I understand it, I guess. You know, we've done quits at 1-0 and stuff before as well. I think I might have even done one this weekend already. Maybe that's coming up. I might have just spoiled a game for you. But anyway, go on into the next match. Another 5 at the back. It seems once you hit like 10 or 11 wins, that's when you start matching up against these 5 at the back teams. Although I can't... Yeah, no, this guy did play. He did play it with a 5-2-1-2, I'm pretty sure it was. We go 1-0 up with a Ronaldo header from a corner. And then he ends up getting in just inside the box here. And Closer sticks a leg out in front of the defender to just stick that one in the back of the net. And we get another rage quit really early. I don't know what's going on, but my last 5 wins, I think, were all rage quits. And then the only one loss in between that is me quitting. So, yeah, this wasn't a particularly long session of FIFA. And then we go to another game against another 5-back with Moments SEN, Moments Blanc, Primetto, I think that was. Again, wow, some awesome players for that guy to be able to use, but I don't particularly want to come up against them. He ends up going 1-0 up with El Shaarawy because we know El Shaar's good. And number 92, I'm pretty sure that is what he wore, isn't it? Or wears. Maybe I should change my El Shaar to number 92. I think that would make more sense. But anyway, I was 1-0 down. Later on in the second half, I'd literally just gone on to throw the kitchen sink at him mode. And we scored right away. You know, Hail Mary through balls. They are what they are. We concede lots of them, and we score lots of them as well. So 1-1. My opponent brought on a flashback Cavani or Moments Cavani, whatever it is, and scores that. And I'm like, damn it. I just got back into this game. And he scored a goal in the last 5 minutes, which means he does the super long celebration. But he did message me afterwards, I'm pretty sure, saying, GG, sorry. But yeah, it is what it is. That was a really close game. One of us was going to win, so it's no problem that it was you. I would just preferred it to be me. But into the next one we go. Another load of icons to come up against. So you can sort of see what I mean about the teams that I was playing this weekend. They were either like really solid, with lots of meta awesome icon players and stuff, or they were just like weird gold teams that I haven't really played since week 3 of the weekend league. So I don't know what happened this weekend. Maybe the weekend league plus, where you get the extra red picks, it might have brought some new people into the weekend league as a little incentive to play. It really doesn't incentivize me though, I have to say, like with the red picks being the way that they are. We just got super lucky that we got Wamannn, Wamangituka. That is an awesome player that I actually genuinely am happy about getting, you know. I think I had a mini celebration as I packed him, just because I knew the man, the myth, the legend, Danny Aarons would be proud. But this game went from good to bad to worse. I was 1-0 up, And then in the last 15 minutes, he scored like 3 goals in 5-10 FIFA minutes. I don't know what happened. I just lost it in terms of defense, or he put a new tactic on or something. But yeah, whatever it was, it just made me fall apart, and I lost another game in a row. So yeah, not great. This is the downfall of, you know, when you have a few good games in a row, and then all of a sudden you just get smashed constantly for the like 3 or 4 games in a row. This game I got particularly Del Piero. Yeah, Del Piero and Rooney working together here nicely. I just couldn't get near them. This was obviously a good player. And after 17 minutes, I found myself out of there as well. I was like, well, I only need one more win. I just want to make it this game. And I figured that this squad that I came up against here would be a good potential game to get that win, because there were a couple of like entry-level players. He had like Messi and some, I think like Maradona and stuff. But I just felt like some of the players weren't quite as good as mine. But after a half of what I felt like was dominating him, and I felt like I should have scored multiple goals, as you can see there, you know, 62% possession. I thought I was in control of the game. He actually got the equaliser, and it turns out had a better shots on target ratio than me anyway. But second half comes around, 61 minutes on the clock. I whip a corner into Ronaldo, and I mean, that's just a sublime header. It's difficult to do that with anyone else on this game. Ronaldo is super OP when it comes to those corner headers, but it didn't last long. You know, my opponent around the 70th minute was able to get a goal back with El Shaarawy. So Ronaldo knocks it to super sub Wamangituka. Oh, and he's skilling. He's doing all sorts. He cuts back inside and scores the winning goal. My final goal of the weekend league. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to do a dance. I'm just so happy. So that was my custom celebration for this weekend. Didn't really use it much, but I thought I was so buzzing with Wamannn that we had to just go ahead and do a bit of a dance there. So yeah, we come away with a 3-2 victory, and that is going to at least be my 14th win. And I think I can't remember how long I played that session for. I guess it was a bit longer than I first thought it was going to be after all of those rage quits, because a few of them games I ended up losing quite late on, didn't I? So we did play full games for quite a lot of them. But 14-8, yeah, not my best weekend. Seems to be like my current weekend league score, though. I seem to be getting that nearly every week, don't I? 14-7, 14-8, 14-9. That seems to be about where I'm at. It is what it is. But yeah, there was a little, it was called Die Roten, which I think means the Reds in German. Someone have to let me know. Any German guys down there in the comment section, please let me know what that means. Yeah, but from this, it was just a gold players pack, so I didn't expect to get anything. And my wish, or my expectation, was reality, because we just get ourselves, I think, a 76 rated Stark. Yeah, it's not exactly Iron Man, is it? But yeah, a whole bunch of non-rares which can just go into the club. We'll use them for something. And I just wanted to give one more little chit-chat about these 3 SBCs. So I think we can rule out Sven Bender. I think the centre-back version of the card is not going to be as good as Lars, and Lars is going to be super, super OP. He does look insane. 92 pace, 87 defending, 83 physical. You stick an anchor on that, and he becomes probably one of the best centre-backs on the game right now. Switching him in-game to a centre-back he would be insane. And then obviously the other one is Rabiot, who looks pretty good, but 79 acceleration. What else has he got that didn't impress me? Oh yeah, 81 agility, 77 balance. Like, it's just not insane, is it? It's an insane price for what that is, because of how high fodder is right now. But guys, it's going to be pretty much the end of the episode. It's the end of the weekend league for me, at least anyway. I don't think I'm playing any more. I think I'm going to leave it at 14 again this weekend. Some weekends I'll want to play on, some weekends I just won't. And I guess it's more likely during Team of the Season that I would play on, because the red picks get better at 17 wins or whatever, don't they? So, but it also gets very sweaty around that time. 467 goals, 146 assists for Ronaldo, and I think that was like 267 games. And then Closer came back into it a little bit. He ended up getting 13 goals and 6 assists in the weekend league, which, you know, a little 19 goal contribution, and we played what, like 23 games or 22 games, 24 games. 26. I can't remember how many games we played. Either way, here's what it is. I think we played 22. So it's nearly a contribution per game. So I'm fairly happy with him, and he seemed all right as well. So I think he might have a little spot in the team going forwards. He might not. I'm not too sure at the moment. But smash a thumbs up on the episode for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for all of your support. It really means the world. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. Thank you very much if you support the series in that way too. You can also find my Twitter and Instagram down below in the description, and I guess the only other thing really to say is that I hope you all have a wonderful day, a lovely Tuesday, and yeah, we'll catch up again tomorrow in another episode. Take it easy, guys. Peace.